It's time to witness the wetness. This is Innuendo Bingo.
This is awkward.
Oh, my job's hilarious. Go online now, bbc.co.uk/Radio1. Dan Osborne is here off of TOWIE, and he's playing Innuendo Bingo today. Now, Dan doesn't have a shirt on. Chris has laid up somewhat. What's going on there, please,
I just don't want to distract from him, obviously.
Sure. Okay, yeah. So Chris is wearing... Are you wearing quite a lot of clothes?
Yeah. Well, I thought to overcompensate... Well, no, just to compensate, really. I sort of felt the need to layer up.
Sure.
I feel like this is unfair, though. I feel like I can at least get his clothes wet. This is...
Mate, this is your gimmick. You don't see... I don't have a calendar out in my pants.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, so get online now, bbc.co.uk/Radio1, on your computer, on your mobile phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, and let me know if you're watching. Might give you a little shout out. Okay, so Dan, the rules of the game, quite simple. Use him, generally, not the bin, and vice versa. I do warn you, with your top on, the water will be very cold.
It is freezing.
It's freezing, yeah. Did you have a little taste already?
No, I haven't tasted it. I can feel it.
Right, yeah. So that's going to be, first time it hits, that's going to be the, so don't sweat.
It might be a bit nippy.
Yeah, a bit nippy. Right, okay, get online and watch this now on the Radio 1 website.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Okay,
right, let's do
here we
this.
go. Let's make it a wet one, lads. Now, unusually, we start with a musical number on today's Innuendo Bingo. Now, this is a clip from... What, Dan? You lost it already. This is a clip from BBC Radio 2's Elaine Page. Now, let's see if we can all get through this, all of it.
That's me. Hey, baby, you look like you could use a stiff one.
Cold?
That is freezing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done this in a poncho.
Oh my
It's so
God.
much better.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have one of them?
So, so that's not even the end of the clip. There's more. There's more. Yeah. Okay. So let's try and get through the song again. I think. So,
That's me.
you know what's coming now.
Hey, baby, you look like you could use a stiff one.
I can't.
Can't do it.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
What
right.
song is that?
I have no idea. It's from a musical. Ask Radio 2. All right, here we go. More water.
There you go, mate.
And the end of the clip is coming on the Elaine Page show. Here we go. Water, please. Here's Elaine.
I think it's what I could do with right now. A stiff one.
Elaine Page there on BBC Radio 2, of course, with her songs from the shows.
I caught most of your water then.
Yeah.
Back down my throat.
Gets cold.
I think it's what I could do with right now. A stiff one.
Stiff drink, she means. Now over to Sir Tom Jones on The Voice. The Voice Louder, in fact, from last week. And the good thing about that show is you get to find out what the judges get up to behind the scenes. It's like an extra show.
Good chance this year of winning?
To me, it's the strongest team because I've put myself into those people.
It's a slow burn on that one. So Tom Jones.
Because I've put myself into those people.
Loving Chris's poncho, says Olivia in Bangor. Hasn't mentioned you at all, Dan. Rude. Sat in the car
Do you
park.
feel I need to layer up more? Am I still distracted?
Sat in the car park laughing alone, getting funny looks from passers-by. All worth it, says Sean in Wigan. Big fan of yours, Dan. Okay, Tanya in London emailed that one. Thank you, Tanya. A classic now from The One Show. And this reporter visits a laundrette where there's a very experienced member of staff who likes to help out the younger clientele. Water, please. Here we go.
Well, I like working with these young boys. Get a lot of students too.
And do they know what they're doing?
No, not at all. And they've never got any soap powder with them, and they don't know what hole to put it in.
That's disgusting.
You're thinking too much into it, Dan.
I can't handle it. This is so cold.
Thanks, lady from the laundrette.
They don't know what hole to put it in, but we help them.
We help them, though. Okay, it is cold, isn't it?
It is.
Don't blame the cold, Dan.
Now,
He's got dribble dripping off his chin.
that's quite normal. Twice a week, this is. Now we cross over to ITV's This Morning, and money-saving expert Martin Lewis has got a lot on his mind. And the first thing on his list is particularly worrying.
But I worry about two things. One, people splurging very early.
Or five. Oh, little spurt there from Dan. Very good. Now, over to the show called James Martin's Food Map of Britain. Now, this one is a bit weird. Just a little heads up. Water, please. This is an insight into what a particular type of family like to have for dinner. Here we go.
But I worry about two things. One, people splurging.
No, that's wrong. Sorry, distracted. The particular... Here's an insight into what a particular type of family like to have for dinner.
And when the gay family get together, there's normally only one thing on the menu. You've guessed it, trout.
Told you it was weird.
I don't know why that works.
I don't know why it works, but it's quite good.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Who come up with this game?
Just an old producer. He's left now.
He'd never imagine it would turn into this.
It's a good game though, Dan. People love it.
It turned in his grave.
Yeah.
Can you stop cheating and give me some more water?
He's not dead. Okay. Now,
Oh, sorry, more water.
more water, please.
Sorry, Dan.
Thanks.
Now, speaking of water, please. Thank you. Speaking of the gay family, I know that personally I was delighted to hear this news on Radio 4 at the weekend. I mean, we're all very pleased.
The first gay couples to get married in Britain are enjoying their first day of wedded life, excitedly twiddling their new rings.
Oh, wow. Radio 4. Radio 4 there, everybody.
Excitedly twiddling their new rings.
Andrew on Twitter, thank you for that one. Time for another classic now. Now, Dan, this is probably new to you. Chris, not so much. We're going over to Rick Stein's Mediterranean Recipes. And it's our favourite Mallorcan baker. Do you know what I mean, Chris?
The king of Mallorcan lardy cake, because that's what it reminds me of, is Miguel Pujol.
Fine.
Is Miguel Pujol.
King of Mallorcan lardy cake there. While we're doing the classics, I think it's probably time for a favourite from former Secretary of State for Defence Michael Portillo. Anybody? I think so.
You just spat when he said his name.
Michael Portillo.
That was very good. Sorry.
Water, please.
Sorry, Mike.
Now, if you're not aware of Michael Portillo, Dan, he's the guy who likes to walk around like this.
Clutching their Bradshaws in one hand and their John Ruskin in the other.
I've seen him before.
Yeah. It's a great show, that. Now, Michael has consulted his Bradshaws.
Yeah.
Water, please. And he's also found a top tip for us, which you're about to hear.
The bull back there looked pretty good, but Bradshaw's recommends the cock.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, wow, Chris. Good shot.
Thank you.
Hello, Ellie, who's watching in Swansea in the library.
It's gone right through.
It's gone. Has it gone through now?
All the way, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You got to change your clothes.
Yeah, I've got, yeah.
Somewhere.
Luckily.
Good. Sat outside Liverpool Museum. Rachel in Liverpool. Loving it. Gina, Mark and Beth listening and watching for the first time in Swindon. Okay. That's my favourite pub in that area as well. The same one as Michael Portillo, the Cock. And finally, over to Springwatch, where this man has some fond memories of how things used to be.
And after 60 years of field research, I'm really staggered by some of the changes. You know, this was a great place for shags.
Yes. And that was
Well done,
Innuendo
mate.
Bingo. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. ITV2 for TOWIE.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
That was the birds'
Catching
shags, of course. It's where they used to nest.
This was a great place for shags.
Thank you very much. And Dan, thank you very much for playing Innuendo Bingo today.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
for having
really
me.
good to have you on.
It's my first shower this week.
Oh, is it? That's nice. I don't know what to say to that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.